Welcome to IMA's Health and Wellness Hub. I bet you didn't know that microplastics are hiding in almost everything you touch, eat, and drink. You need to watch this if you struggle with hidden toxins in your daily life. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to help spread the word about protecting your health. We live in a world of plastic. It's everywhere we look, woven into the fabric of our daily routines, shaping the products we use, and even influencing the way we eat, drink, and dress. Plastic has made life more convenient, but it's also created a problem that's much bigger than we often realize. It's in our homes, our clothes, and even our food. From the containers that store our leftovers, to the synthetic fibers in our favorite shirts, to the packaging that keeps our groceries fresh, plastic is a constant companion, often hiding in plain sight. But here's the catch. Most plastic doesn't just disappear. Instead, over time, it breaks down into these tiny, almost invisible pieces called microplastics. These fragments are so small you might not even notice them, but they're all around us. And honestly, these microplastics are everywhere. They settle on our furniture, drift through the air we breathe, and even find their way onto our skin and into our bodies. They're in the oceans, the air, and our food chain. Fish and other sea creatures ingest them, and so do we, often without even knowing it. This actually means we're eating and drinking microplastics every single day. Studies have found them in bottled water, tap water, and even in the salt we sprinkle on our meals. Microplastics might be tiny, but they can cause some really big problems. They can carry harmful chemicals, disrupt our hormones, and may even contribute to health issues we're only beginning to understand. They can build up in our bodies over time, accumulating in our organs and tissues. The long-term effects are still being uncovered, but early research suggests they could be linked to inflammation and other health risks. Scientists are still studying the long-term effects, but we already know enough to be concerned. The more we learn, the clearer it becomes that this is a problem we can't ignore. We need to protect ourselves from these invisible threats. That means making smarter choices in our daily lives and being aware of how plastic sneaks into our routines. So what can we do? The good news is, there are steps we can take to reduce our exposure and help our bodies cope. Well, the first step is understanding the problem. By learning where microplastics come from and how they affect us, we can start to make informed decisions. Then, we can make changes to reduce our exposure, like choosing reusable bags, avoiding single-use plastics, and filtering our water whenever possible. Plus, we can eat foods that help our bodies fight back. Certain fruits, vegetables, and nuts are packed with nutrients that support our natural detox systems. This guide will show you how. Together, we can take small steps that make a big difference for our health and for the world around us. Scientists are working hard to understand how microplastics affect our health. Research is ongoing, but early findings are honestly pretty concerning. Studies suggest that microplastics can disrupt our hormones. Hormones are these chemical messengers that control many important functions in our bodies. These functions include things like growth, metabolism, and reproduction. When microplastics interfere with our hormones, it can lead to various health problems. Microplastics may also cause inflammation. Inflammation is our body's natural response to injury or infection, but too much inflammation can be harmful. It's actually linked to serious conditions like heart disease, cancer, and autoimmune disorders. More research is needed, but it's clear that microplastics have the potential to harm our health. The good news is that we're not powerless. Even in a world where we're constantly exposed to environmental threats, there are practical steps we can take to support our health and well-being. It all starts with the choices we make every day, especially when it comes to what we eat and how we care for our bodies. There are things we can do to protect ourselves, and one of the most important is to focus on nutrition. By choosing wholesome, nutrient-rich foods, we can give our bodies the tools they need to defend against harm and stay resilient. One of the most effective strategies is to eat a diet rich in antioxidants. These powerful compounds are found in a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables, and they play a crucial role in keeping our cells healthy. Antioxidants are substances that protect our cells from damage caused by everyday stresses, pollution, and even the food we eat. They act as our body's natural defense system, helping to repair and shield our cells from harm. Among the many antioxidants, anthocyanins stand out as a group of especially powerful compounds. These natural pigments are responsible for the deep blues, purples, and reds found in many fruits and vegetables. They give many fruits and vegetables their vibrant colors, making them not only beautiful to look at, but also incredibly beneficial for our health. The more colorful your plate, the more likely you are to be getting a variety of these protective nutrients. From the deep blue of blueberries to the rich red of pomegranates, anthocyanins are nature's way of protecting plants from damage caused by sunlight, pests, and disease. When we eat these foods, we inherit some of that natural protection. When we eat anthocyanin-rich foods, we benefit from their protective effects. These compounds help our bodies fight back against harmful agents, supporting our immune system and overall vitality. Research suggests that anthocyanins can help to counteract some of the harmful effects of microplastics and other environmental toxins. Scientists are discovering that these natural compounds may play a key role in reducing the impact of modern pollutants on our health. They do this by neutralizing free radicals, unstable molecules that can cause significant damage to our cells if left unchecked. Antioxidants like anthocyanins act as a shield, stopping these molecules before they can do harm. Free radicals are unstable molecules that can damage our cells, leading to inflammation, aging, and a higher risk of disease. By keeping these molecules in check, anthocyanins help maintain the integrity of our cells and tissues. By reducing free radical damage, anthocyanins help to protect our cells and tissues from the harmful effects of microplastics and other environmental threats. Including more anthocyanin-rich foods in your diet is a simple, delicious way to support your health and build resilience for the future. So, which foods are the best sources of anthocyanins? Well, let's start with berries. Think of the rainbow. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, cranberries. It's a good idea to aim for a variety of colors. Red and purple grapes are also fantastic. They're not only delicious, but absolutely packed with anthocyanins. Pomegranates, these jewel-toned fruits, are a powerhouse of antioxidants. And don't forget about red cabbage. Don't be shy to add this to salads, slaws, or even smoothies. Purple sweet potatoes are another great pick, offering a delicious and nutritious alternative to the regular kind. This is just a starting point, though. Explore your local market and experiment with new fruits and vegetables. Honestly, the more color you have on your plate, the better. You might be wondering how much of these anthocyanin-rich foods you need to eat to actually make a difference in your health. It's a common question, and the answer isn't always straightforward. Well, there's no magic number or one-size-fits-all answer. Everyone's needs are a little different, depending on age, activity level, and overall diet. But don't worry, there are some simple guidelines you can follow. Research suggests that aiming for a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables throughout the day is a great strategy. The more colors you include, the more likely you are to get a broad range of beneficial nutrients, including anthocyanins. Think of it this way. Try to include at least one serving of anthocyanin-rich foods in each meal. This could be as simple as adding a handful of berries to your breakfast, tossing some purple cabbage into your lunch salad, or roasting eggplant and sweet potatoes for dinner. For example, at breakfast, you could have a bowl of oatmeal topped with a generous handful of blueberries and raspberries. These small additions can really add up over time and make a big difference in your overall health. At lunch, maybe try a salad with grilled chicken, mixed greens, and a handful of pomegranate seeds or some sliced red grapes. These vibrant foods not only add flavor and color, but also boost your intake of anthocyanins. And for dinner, consider salmon with roasted vegetables, like purple sweet potatoes and red cabbage. The key is to make your plate as colorful as possible, and to do this consistently, not just once in a while. Aim to make these foods a regular part of your daily routine. Over time, these small, consistent choices can lead to long-term benefits for your heart, brain, and overall well-being. Eating a diet rich in anthocyanins is a fantastic start, but there are other things you can do to minimize your exposure to microplastics. First, reduce plastic use. Choose reusable alternatives to single-use plastics whenever possible. Carry a reusable water bottle, use cloth shopping bags, and store food in glass containers. It's also a good idea to filter your water. Consider using a water filter that can remove microplastics. And avoid heating food in plastic. Transfer food to glass or ceramic containers before heating. Another tip is to choose natural fibers. Opt for clothing and textiles made from natural fibers like cotton, linen, and wool. Every little bit helps. By making conscious choices, we can all contribute to a healthier planet and healthier bodies. Microplastics are a growing concern, affecting our environment and potentially our health in ways we are only beginning to understand. However, by understanding the risks and taking proactive steps, we can protect ourselves and our loved ones from unnecessary exposure. Eating a diet rich in colorful fruits and vegetables, especially those that are fresh and minimally processed, particularly those high in anthocyanins, can provide powerful antioxidants for your body. This can help our bodies combat the potential harm of these tiny particles and support overall wellness. Remember, it's not about being perfect or eliminating all plastics from your life. It's about making small, sustainable changes that add up over time and truly make a difference. By making informed choices every day, we can navigate our plastic world and prioritize our health and well-being for the future. If you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video to help others protect themselves too.